Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys having a great morning. I hope you guys can watch this on the playback and enjoy day one's recap. I do apologize by not being able to go live last night. I got off work pretty late last night and we were able to go live. I was only able to go live and talk about it, but I was able to go live a little later, earlier today than yesterday. So we'll enjoy today's content. I'm going to get two videos on recap day one real quick today, this morning. And then later on this afternoon, I will be going ahead and recapping day two of minicamp through Zach Selby's play-by-play and also, clips and all that. So look at all that stuff very briefly in the stream. And yeah, man, the comment, subscribe, let's get right into today's live stream. Appreciate y'all pulling up, whoever does pull up. Much love. Let's get to it. Welcome back to PSN Connect. Now it's your boy Tom K. Tap. Back in my video, if I get so glory to God, if I got started now, guys, doors and pay away for all people, doors and pay away. Today's video, here at the Washington Commanders. If I get too far in today's live stream, though, quick verse of the day. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5 says, "For we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ." Something I need to work on. I have some crazy thoughts in my head sometimes. I need to make all my thoughts and everything obedient to the Lord, and everything will be all right. Let's get right into it, though. So, this had a play-by-play from Zach Selby, and we're going to talk about another TD for the offense. Marcus Mariota ends the period by rolling out and hitting Sennett in the back of the end zone over the shoulder. Good to see Ben Sennett making some plays yesterday. I'm happy to see Ben Sennett out there with the second team doing some good things. And I know he's not on the third team, which is huge. That's great to see. McCaffrey with a very great day, having a pretty great day yesterday. Made 3 catches so far and just ran one in for a touchdown. Good to see Luke McCaffrey get some momentum going. I don't know if he did that with the second team or the first team, but shout out to Luke McCaffrey. I think he'll have a nice year. I think Luke McCaffrey is very underrated, and I think Luke's going to do some good things. Shout out to Louis T. I completely agree with him. When you see him in that 11, he looks a little faster than one at 12, boy. He didn't get that same speed he had last year, boy. He looked a little faster, so shout out to Luke McCaffrey, man. Bill, a.k.a. Ja'Cory Krusky Merritt, big run to the end zone, beat the defense outside, sprint the sideline, showed some pretty good speed on the play. Not surprised. Jason was pretty fast, and I'm not surprised he beat him to the corner. I don't know if he got tackled or not, if it was a real game or not, but it was good to see him breaking the corner. And one more thing, I saw this dude with Bobby Tinkle on X. He posted Brian Robinson dropping a pass in practice today. Bro, stop with the low lights of people, bro. That's weird. He probably caught 25, 30 of them screen passes today. You caught the one he dropped, and then you coming down the side. Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all some weird people, bro. Like, that's weird. Pretty nice sideline grab from Deebo from Jaden Daniels. Had to extend his reach and come down with both feet in bounds. Tyree Jackson can be a very interesting player to watch during training camp. He ended 7-on-7 with a catch from Mariota. He's 6'7", 250 pounds, 249 pounds. If he earns a spot, he'll be a massive target. I don't want to keep 4 tight ends or not, but if we did, he might be one of them. I know Colson Gankoff is another guy, though. They like a lot, and he plays great for teams. Chris Moore had the catch of the day so far. He hauled a deep shot from Mariota with Reeves in coverage. Ooh. Okay, hold on now. Deebo to grab. Deebo. That's kind of going through the visuals. Can't, the mini version. So that's pretty much all I got from Zach Selby there. It was good to see Luke McCaffrey make some plays today. It's good to see Marcus Mariota out here making some throws. It was good to see JSN with the big run. Deebo. Deebo. Oh, yeah. Deebo like that. Who will stop me? Nope. Yeah, Deebo out there showing up and showing out. Good to see, man. Let's see what everyone else had to say about yesterday's minicamp. Let's see what Linda Willingham had to say.
Did not participate at all during the team drills. Day one, a mandatory minicamp in the books for the Washington Commanders. Couple of observations that stood out for me. Really, a lot stood out. Got to see Marshawn Lattimore and Laremy Tunsil for the first time. Laremy Tunsil didn't do a whole lot, did not participate at all during the team drills. Was off to the side doing some extra conditioning. Maybe that says something about the type of shape he showed up here in. Marshawn Lattimore, though, on the other hand, was a full go. You saw him lining up with the first team defense. Opposite Marshawn Lattimore was Jonathan Jones at the outside corner. And then Mikey Samers still in the slot. As we saw last year with Jaden Daniels and Brandon Coleman, rookies are going to have to earn their way into this Washington Commanders starting lineup. Something else that stood out, no Laremy Tunsil at left tackle. So it was Andrew Wiley getting first-team reps at left tackle. Not a position we've seen him play before here in Washington, but he showed in his couple of reps he may be more than capable. It could be the key to him making this final 53-man roster. Something else that stood out today on the defensive side of the football, really impressed by Jazon Newton. His ability to get off of the football and show that athletic get off and burst. I think he's going to be someone that's going to have a big year this year. No Terry McLaurin out there with the wide receiver group, so you're going to see some other guys get some opportunities, some more unheralded guys get some opportunities. Chris Moore, the veteran wide receiver, had a couple of really nice catches here this afternoon. Once again, though, the Jaden Daniels to Zach Ertz connection looking just as good as it looked in January during the stretch run of the playoffs. I expect those two to continue to hook up early and often at the safety spot. Quan Martin was out there for stretches but did not participate in full team drills. Will Harris and Percy Butler were the two starting safety tandem that we saw in that first 11-on-11 session. Jeremy Reeves getting some reps in there with the first team defense as well. Bobby Wagner did not participate in today's session, so Jordan McGee had a real opportunity to run with the first team defense, looked really good doing it. I think in the season, you know, when they run their base defense, they'll be much better against the run because they can play those three linebacker sets. He's fast, physical, and likes to hit people. I think he's going to have a big-time year for this group. This defensive line, though, continues to stand out to me. Dietrich Wise, the last man off of the practice field, working one-on-one by himself. Championship players do championship things and have championship habits. Hopefully, translates. From Ashburn, Linnell Willingham, 106.7 The Fan.
Shout out to Linnell Willingham, bro. Cool cat. Like that on the channel one day. Those are some good observations. Shout out to Dietrich Wise. Shout out to Jonathan Jones. Shout out to Chris Moore. He makes some plays. I'm not going to get too attached to Chris Moore, though, only because he's been in the league for 5,000 years, like the Pharaoh. And I just don't think he's going to be an impactful player. I just don't. But it's good to see him making plays. I think he'll be a great depth wide receiver if someone's going to get hurt. Knock on wood. I think he'll guy that'll be making the practice squad. It might be a guy that you might hide in training camp. You can just stash him away and call him if you need him. And he'll be kind of like what I think Jamison Crowder would have been if he was already on this team. So that's how I see it as. You get some clips now. Yeah. Look at Deebo, man. 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 Look at Deebo, God. Yeah, Deebo. Yeah, God. Yeah. What's happening? That's a dot, Slow. That's a dot, Slow. That's a dot, Slow. Mr. Deebo's going for drill. 23. Oh, 23. That's almost like this. That's more of the number. 37. That's a lot of work in there, too. Other videos. Llama going to the office charges. You got two out there. He's pretty cool. Now, King Tubby right there. Wiley, Michael Dieter, Chris Paul. I think it's a competition for offensive line spots. He interviewed Javon.
Second-year defensive end Javonte Jean. Linnell Willingham here with Commanders' second-year defensive end Javonte Jean-Baptiste after the first mandatory minicamp practice. Javonte, when your rookie season ended last year and you had your exit meeting with the coaches, what was the number one thing they asked of you, and how do you feel like you did accomplish in that?
Just to get stronger, put on some more size. I mean, at this point right now, I'm at like around 265. So just to be in the weight room. I mean, I spent the whole off season here, and just being with the guys that I know that know my body and want to do it for me.
I see you and Dorrance are like attached at the hip with everything you guys do. Love the relationship you all have built. How instrumental has he been for you, man? And what type of tips have you been able to pick up from him?
Man, I mean, I just really like to watch him go to work and just see how he approaches the game. I feel like not only with just him, but everybody else in the room, but especially DA, just seeing the situations that he had in his career throughout the league and just trying to see how I can take some notes from him.
I love doing talk.
Big opportunity for you coming up this year, the opportunity to carve out a role. How excited are you for training camp, and what do you think is left for you to prove?
Man, it's a great opportunity, and I feel like I'm excited to just prove that I could be here. Last year fell a little bit short, some injuries and stuff like that in the middle of the season and even at the end of the season. But, just showing that I belong here and just keep my head down and go to work.
So we're in with something light. You guys got some of the most primetime games in the NFL this year. What celebrity would you be geeked up for if they came to see you in prime time? It could be dead, alive, male, female, actor, rapper, whatever you got. Who you want to be out there?
That's a good question.
Dead.
Or alive. You can go whichever way you want to go.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go dead. Might be Biggie.
Wow. Okay.
I'll go.
He said God. That's all I love. That's all I love. And Javonte interesting dude, cause I ain't gonna cap. If Marshawn Love won that too. Looking good, Deuce. Looking good, Sean. You better than the last number 2 that was here. I'm Steve Dissing. Darn right, I'm Steve Dissing. Darn right I am. Don't care what Spicer. All right, so Ben Sinnott, stock up. Jordan McGee, stock up. Jonathan Jones, stock up. Chris Moore, stock up. Mikey Samuel, stock up. And then also Deebo Samuel, stock up. According to Linnell Willingham. Got Deuce in 23 in the drill. I like Amos is such a fluid athlete. I love to see that, son. Let's see what John Combs had to say yesterday. Let's see what Triple OG had to say yesterday. You be specific here to say. They're going for a drill. Bobby White was not in attendance. He was an excused absence. He went to a graduation, I believe, from what I heard on that one. Oh, dang. That was fast. So hold on. Went too fast. Bookend tackles. There you go, Carl. 7278, Carl. Marshawn Lab on the tip drill, Carl. Marshawn Lab on the tip drill, Carl. He didn't say nothing particular. It wasn't no play-by-play from Kime, but yeah, day one recap video you guys can watch as well. Booking tackles. So Dan Quinn said about McLaurin missing has an impact anything on offense. The good news is a lot of rapport has been built already. He's already here for phase 1 and phase 2 of OTA. So, and he played with Jaden last year. So I'm not really worried about the rapport he has with Jaden. So I'm completely fine with that. Sometimes football and business intersect. These are one of those times. Terry McLaurin is a fantastic teammate. As he is. We love Terry, man. And Terry don't get his money, man. I'm not worried about Terry getting paid. Y'all should be worried about it either. I need to stop crying and stop doing that bullet. Y'all, not y'all specifically, not on this channel, y'all, but like the fans in general, bro. We gotta chill, cuz. We be going too far, cuz. But yeah, man. Whoa, what up, Wall? What it do, Wall? What's up, Slim? How you, Brody? What's up with you? But I think that was about it, guys. Let's see what Nicky Javala had to say real quick. Oh, yo. That's a funny DM, Slim. I'm sorry, I'm even distracted. That was just funny as hell. We do. What's Schweitzer retire, cuz? What's Schweitzer retire, cuz? Shout out to you, cuz. All right, so at the risk of feeling the offseason reaction nonsense, Benson had a really nice touchdown catch from Marcus Mariota going 7-on-7s. I don't think it's gonna feel any nonsense to me. By the way, with 9 attendance at Command Minicamp today, he's excused for a personal reason and returned tomorrow per source. I think he went to a graduation. I think it is grad season, so that kind of makes sense. I said Marshawn Lattimore and Trey Amos. Marshawn feeling like thinking like he's a receiver or something. Trey Amos locking his suck. Say no. Marshawn Lattimore in the flesh car. Tons in the flesh car. King Tons of car. Yeah, car. Will Muschamp was also at Commanders Minicamp. Jason Garrett was at I saw Jason Garrett. I was like, what the hell he doing here? He don't get his little peanut head looking, chestnut head looking. Dan Quinn said Marshawn Lattimore, who's dealing with a hamstring injury last season, he will be able to spin to minicamp. No restrictions, they'll adjust if needed. Rightfully so. Hey, bro, that was January, bro. We in June. You better be all right. Like, the hell? Terry gonna be all right. I ain't worried about Terry, man. Y'all. Exactly. It's some big differences this time. One went to the NFC Championship game last year. 2, he's come off a career year of touchdowns. And number 3, well, he didn't come off a career year in catches. That was 2022. Yards was also 2022. He's come off a career year in touchdown catches and yards per reception. So he's come off a career year in a way. He's a go-to target for Washington star quarterback, and also he went to the NFC Championship game. So those are big differences. That's why it's more urgent to even pay Terry this time than last time. They're going to get it done. I'm not worried about that. I felt about it from Nicky Javala. Didn't see nothing crazy here. Nothing crazy. Let's see what Josh got to say when we get up out of here. I know Josh always got something to say. Josh, my man. Let's see what Josh Taylor got to say. What do you think Josh Taylor got to say? Let's see what Josh got to say here. That pass from bro, like that. Jaden like that, bro. He him. I ain't gonna cap. Let's look at it again. Ah! Look at Deebo. Look at Deebo. Look at Deebo. First minicamp, David Camp. We saw a lot on here. How we feeling? Washington fans raise hell. How are we sending Lombardi our way?
No one got hurt. Cool. That's all that matters. Like some fans got the wildest and dumbest takes. LOL. Just want Terry out there, ready for the season. They haven't seen this yet. Luke McCaffrey wearing 11 now. Yes, he is. So my quick takeaways before I get up out of here, because it's not gonna be long. Luke McCaffrey out there hooping. Number one. Shout out Luke McCaffrey, cuz. Out there hooping with the second team. Number two, Ben Simmons. That 2022 draft class is going to be very important into our success this year. I think they're more important. The 2024 draft class is more important than the new rookies. That 2022 draft class is so important. Mikey Samuel, of course, JD5, Jerzon Newton, Brandon Coleman, Luke McCaffrey. Those 5 guys are going to be intricate to the success of this football team. If any of these 5 don't step up, which I know, I got 5 on it. We know what Jay Daniels going to do. I don't care. He was just a rookie. He only did it 1 year. How you know what Jay Daniels going to do? How you going to do it again? The athleticism is there. The pocket awareness is there. The ability to manipulate the pocket is there. The throwing is there. Everything is there. 5 is him. He's better than your quarterback. I'm a disciple, so I gotta hate sin. I gotta hate the cussing. So I'm about to say the B word, but God, don't allow me. Ephesians 4:29. Amen. So he better than your quarterback though, Goofy. Yeah, and go for you pigeon fans too. Yeah. I don't care. You're 55. That was your team put up 55. It wasn't your quarterback. All right, so chill out, cuz. Yeah. That's what I was saying. So 5 gonna be him. I'm not worried about 5. I'm not worried about Mikey either. Mikey going back into his natural position. I think he's gonna have a great year. He had a great year on the outside last year. He struggled on the inside. See, I want to bring this up too, though. For people that's just so geeky for him to go back inside. He struggled in the slot last year. Chris Godwin was giving his work. From the word G-O. From the word go. And I saw that in person. He was working, Mikey. From the word go. Chris Godwin had 100 yards on that boy. No cap. Now I ain't trying to disrespect. Love Mikey did last year. When Mikey first got on the outside, he was getting some work. But that next week, was that week 4? From week 4 on, Mikey was on it. Mikey was like, no more work. Y'all ain't getting no more work over here. Nah. You about to lock it down over here. Nah. So from week 4 on, stuck. Week 1 through 3, struggled a little bit. But I think Mikey going into natural position will help him. But keep that in mind, though, that he did struggle in the inside last year. So hopefully with a full off season on the inside, going to a second season, the game should slow down for him a little bit. He'll be fine. I'm not worried about Mikey as much. I think Mikey's going to be just fine. I expect Mikey to have 2 to 3 interceptions, a forced fumble, a sack and a half. I expect him to be one of the best slot corners in the league. I do expect that. I expect him to be a top 5 slot corner in the National Football League this year. If not at 5, higher than 5. I got 5 on it. All right. Ben Simmons. He has to really step up as a pass catcher. I know Zach Ertz was phenomenal last year. And how good Zach Ertz was, Ben Simmons had to take a backseat. But now it's time for Cliff Kingsbury to formulate some plays for Ben Simmons. I love what they did in the preseason with him. When he was throwing seam routes, he was catching things for 20 yards and breaking tackles, getting up 20, 30 yards on top of that. More of that. I would love that. I think that's probably his best route to seam. Just right down the middle. Right between the linebacker and the safety. Bow! 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 Run the safeties over. Bow! Like, you get Ben Simmons on a couple of them seams, once a week, because seen once a week and another catch once a week. He out there getting 20 catches for 250, maybe three touchdowns. That's huge. That's a way big uptick from 5 catches and 24 yards. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. And then with Jerzon Newton, if you can increase that sack total from 2 to maybe 3.5, 4, that would be nice. I hope for 8 to 10 tackles for loss for him too, somewhere around there. 25 combined tackles, 12 solo, 13 assisted, something like that. I think that would be huge for him. Brandon Coleman, just be one of the best left guards in this division. I know it's kind of hard to, usurp that Philadelphia Eagles offensive line. But if he can do that, that would be great. It's hard to be better than Landon Dickerson. He's a tough SOB. He's a pretty good guard. But if he could be 80% of Landon Dickerson, we're talking one of the best guards in football, and Brandon Coleman. If those things come to pass, Super Bowl anybody? Super Bowl anybody? Super Bowl? Super Bowl anybody? Come on, y'all. Yeah, Luke McCaffrey. Let me get Luke McCaffrey real quick. If Luke can give me 30 catches, 186 yards last year. Give me 350. So about 10.5 yards a catch. Give me a touchdown. Give me a touchdown from Luke McCaffrey. I will take that. I will take that from Luke. I can rock with that. So those are things I want to see from my sophomore guys. I do want to see some things from the rookies now. Don't get it twisted. And Javonte John Baptiste and Dommy Hampton, I just want to see him out there get some snaps. Jordan McGee, I feel another guy could step up and do some good things, but I'm not expecting it from Jordan McGee. I think the number one thing I'm expecting from Jordan McGee is health. Be out there for 17 weeks, bro. Be out there for 17 on that. I want you to play 17 games. That's my number one thing for Jordan McGee. Play 17 games. Just play 17. If anything on top of that is a bonus. Just play 17 games. All I want from Jordan McGee. As for Dominic Hampton, same thing. Play 17 games. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Play 17 games. That is it. Javonte John Baptiste, a sack last year. Let's double that. Give me 2. Give me 2 sacks. Give me 2 sacks off the bench. 10 tackles total. 8 solo, 2 assisted. Let's bring a pass deflection. Something like that. I can rock with that. If he gave me that off the bench, I wouldn't scoff at that. That's cool. Let's look at the rookie class. So, first round pick Josh Conley. My goals for Josh Conley is to play 17 games and to continue to learn from Larry Tunsil. The second round pick, which was Trey Amos, of course, 61st pick overall. I expect him to start all 17 games eventually. Right now, Jonathan Jones and Marshawn on the outside. But I think as Amos gets into camp and gets to training camp, that is, and they put the pads on, they see how physical Trey Amos is. All right, bro. He out here locking these dudes up. All right, bro. Just throw 2-3 out there. Right. At 31, you gotta go to the bench, bro. Ain't no hate, bro. But this kid Amos, he a hooper. Go to the bench, bro. So I expect him to play all 17 games and start all 17. Give me 2 interceptions, 40 tackles, 21 solo, 19 assisted. Give me 9 PBUs from Trey Amos. I'm gonna say passer rating given up. I'm gonna say a 90. with passes coming with a 90 passer rating. And I'm going to say a 57 completion percentage from Bros going in. So, decent year from Trey Amos, not an OD. He OD locking everyone up and banishing every receiver to the shadow realm, but there'll be some weeks where he might struggle a little bit. I mean, like a guy like Devontae Smith sometimes. But I think overall, I think he's going to have a really solid rookie season and 2 picks. And I was going to force fumble to add that to that too. I think he'll have a really good year overall for the Washington Commanders. Do we have a 3rd round pick? No, we didn't have a 3rd round pick. Obviously, I'm going to get to Jalen Lane right now. Actually, thank you for asking that question, Christopher. I'm getting to Jalen Lane right now. So, Jalen Lane is interesting. This could vary a lot because it depends how much percent of snaps he plays. Honestly, explosive athlete, great after the catch, great punt return. Now I expect him to have a punt return for a touchdown this year. That I expect that from Jalen Lane. When he's 17 weeks, he's taking Winnie to the crib. He's doing that. I'll be doing it at a home game so I can record it. But look, take him to the crib. Take him to the crib. Yeah. He's taking him to the crib. I say Jalen Lane will play 45% of the offensive snaps. Let's say 45. Give me 15 catches, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns from Jalen Lane. I'm going to keep the expectation a little low only because I don't know how much percentage snaps he will play. And Luke McCaffrey has another year of this offense under his belt. And the game is slowing down for Luke. So I think Luke's going to get a little more run than Jalen Lane will. But I think Jalen Lane will probably be more so the primary punt returner this year and get some offensive stops here and there. But it won't be a lot. You know what I mean? So I think he'll get some situation where he'll get the ball in space. He'll make some plays here and there. Maybe a couple of red zone snaps where he runs a slant, gets open, gets in the end zone. Jameson Crowder had 2 touchdowns in one game. Jalen Lane can do the same thing because he's more athletic than Crowder. Not the route runner Crowder is, but he's definitely more athletic and he can do a little bit more things with the football in his hands than a JC Ice can. So it'll be a decent rookie year from Jalen Lane. I expect him to take a punt return to the crib, 2 touchdowns receiving, 200 yards receiving, and 15 catches for the young man. He could do more than that. I know that, but as of right now, just given how deep the wide receiver position, because you got a guy like Noah Brown who had 500 yards receiving last year, who's on this team still. You guys have that's what I mean. He's more explosive than a Jamison Crowder. He's faster, way faster than Jamison Crowder is. Crowder is more of a technician, can break you off, get open with his savviness and craftiness. But a guy like Jalen Lane, he just beat you up the line. Just, boop, boop. Oh, where'd he go? He's over there. Gotcha. Bye-bye. So, he's way faster than Crowder is. I'm going to get to Ja'Cory Brooks because I think he's interesting. Another guy that kind of stood out to me. I heard some good things about him through OTAs and day one of minicamp. Ja'Cory Brooks can definitely make this team, but I'll talk about him in a moment. I'm going to get to our draft picks first. So I think Jalen going to have a decent rookie year, but we'll wait and see with him. I won't make no promises. I just want to see him in an NFL uniform, on pads, in preseason. Now I'll make my final predictions of I think how he'll do this year. But I'm gonna keep the expectation a little low for the young man, just because how deep the receiver position is. Now, our 6th round pick was Kane Medrano. I expect him just to play special teams and be a very situational linebacker in space with tight ends and covering tight ends. I don't expect more from that. I signed probably like 10 tackles and probably a pass deflection. I don't expect a lot statistically from Cam Drano. Finally, our 7th round pick, Beal. I know Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, aka Beal. A lot of people want this kid to be the starting running back of the team. We're going to hold off on that. I know he's very talented. I get it. He's going to be a complimentary back to B-Rob this year. A lot of people going to hate that. Well, he needs to be RB1. He's so explosive. It's more about just being the most explosive runner. Also about, can you pass protect on third downs? Austin Eckler's the best at that on this roster. It's also about, you have a nose for the end zone in the red zone. Guys like B-Rob and guys like Jeremy Nichols did that last year. You know what I'm saying? I think from 20 to 20, he's the most explosive runner on the team, but also catch out the backfield. He does that very well too. I do think he's going to get 47% of the carries. B-Rob gets 50%, and then the rest of it will get divvied out as soft fourth. I got JSM getting 120 carries, 580 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, another 17 to 20 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown. So a total of 700 yards from scrimmage, 3 touchdowns. That's a great year from a 7th round rookie. Okay? But for him to overtake B-Rob, it's like a lot. They like B-Rob, bro. They like Brian Robinson Jr. They don't hate B-Rob. If they didn't like B-Rob, you know what the hell they would have did? They would have traded up for Marion Hampton if they didn't like B-Rob. You know what they did? They didn't like B-Rob? They would have traded up for Travion Henderson, bro. They would have kept that 3rd round pick somehow. Well, they couldn't take because they had to get in the limit trade. But they would have took a running back in the 4th round. It took RJ Harvey. They would have took a Jaden Blue. If they really felt that way about B-Rob. They like B-Rob, y'all. Ain't like Brian Robinson. I like Brian Robinson Jr. for crying out loud. I expect B-Rob to go out there and go crazy this year. He's in a contract year. He is going to go nuts, bro. Between him, Ja'Cory, Austin, and Jeremy Nichols, they would have had 2,500 yards rushing. I said it. I'm going to stand on that too. And B-Rob will have his first 1,000-yard season this year. In a contract year. I'm standing. So, I like I think he's gonna be huge. I think he's gonna be huge this year. But I don't think he's gonna overtake Brian Robinson Jr. as RB1. I just don't see it. Now, if B-Rob gets hurt, then yes. Then it'll be his time. But right now, it's B-Rob's position to lose. Now, I want to get to comment section. You think he's going to change positions to become a safety? You talk about Cam Drano. I don't see that either. You see how loaded that safety room is? Percy Butler might not make this team. No, I don't see it. No. Yeah, I don't see that. I just don't see that right now. I don't see him switching positions. We need more linebackers, so I don't see that. But yeah, those are my expectations for rookie draft picks and 2nd-year draft picks. Ja'Cory Brooks is a guy I do want to keep my eye on. I do think he could possibly make this team. I don't have him over Noah Brown. I see that comment right there from Christopher. I just don't see that. Noah Brown had the hell Noah last year. Noah Brown was solid, man. Like Noah Brown was solid, man. Noah Brown was a solid wide receiver for us last year. Was he a wide receiver too? Hell no. That's why they traded for Deebo, right? And Deebo's here now. So you got to think. You got Terry. Terry's going to get paid. You got Deebo. Who's wide receiver? Breida. Is it Noah Brown? Could be. Could be Jay Lane. Could be. Could be Luke McCaffrey. My money right now is on Noah Brown. We'll leave it like that. And then wide receiver 4 is probably Luke McCaffrey. That's why I don't. And then can't think about KJ Osborne. This is going to be a very interesting wide receiver race. I think they keep 6 or maybe 7. If they keep 7, Ja'Cory Brooks making this team. I don't have him over Noah Brown right now. I'm sorry. He has to go out there and prove it. I'm not about to put. I'm not that kind of guy no more. These guys are proven veterans. They have to earn their spot. These rookies do over these veterans. They have to go out there and prove it. So until they do that, I'm gonna pick the veteran over the rookie almost all the time. Unless that rookie's a first or second round pick, then I might go and pick the rookie. But as of right now, these later round draft picks gotta show me something. If after the second round, show me something. Show me something, baby. Show me something. But I don't know for today's recap of day 1 of mandatory minis. As for Terry's absence, I'm not worried about Terry. Terry will get paid. Just gotta be patient, y'all, and stop. You gotta stop crying on social media. Stop doing this hoopla, all this bull crap, and just wait for the guy to get paid, please. That'll be great. Just be patient. It'll happen. It will happen. After day 2 of mandatory minis today, I will go live to talk about that recap as well. Shout out to all you guys that pulled up this morning. I know it was an early morning. I know some of y'all at work. It's my last day off for the week, so I decided to go ahead and do it now. Last night I was just exhausted from work, so I do apologize about that. But I am here now by the grace of God. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I love Christ. Oh man, I want to collect the time to sport choice. I'm putting God first, have good sportsmanship. You always have talent. There's for dedication, man. Protect friends always. We are 40 subscribers away from 7,000. Everyone here, go share my channel with like 2 or 3 people that you know aren't subscribed to the channel. Just ask them to subscribe, man. We just get to the 7,000, man. I'm itching for it. I'm itching for the 7K, man. I love y'all. And I'll catch y'all next one, man. Peace, love, and blessings. Catch y'all on this afternoon. Peace.